Gamification is something that many designers want to hop on in every single project. Because most of the time we think it is something awesome, but is it really? Before we begin with the video, let's take a short break and let's see what gamification is actually about. Because in my mind it is about using game elements in a non-game context. Samples are something easy like collecting coins, like tutorials, or simply a character on a website that you can interact with. So what are the advantages with gamification? Well, there are basically three main of them that I have found, and the first one is that it is simply more fun for the users to interact with the system. The second one is closely related to the first one. Due to the fact that it is more fun, users are more likely to return and to become addicted, which is something you want to some degree, because once your users are addicted to your solutions, they will stay your users and will be permanent customers. And the third one is relatively easy because it gives your users a chance to get to know the system easier. If you use tutorials like you have in a game context, the interaction will become easier for your users. And what are the disadvantages of gamification? Well, there are also three main disadvantages that I have found, and the first one is that it distracts the users from the main interaction. So if you want to reach something, if you have one goal that you want to do with the solution, with the software for example, and you have some gamification and it distracts you, that becomes really annoying. And this one is closely related to the second disadvantage, which is that elderly people or less advanced people, let's put it like that, might feel overwhelmed with all the things that the gamification adds to the main solution. Let's take elderly people as an example. When they use a smartphone, they only need the core functionality. They don't need all that gamification stuff around something. The core functionality is everything that they need. So therefore, they might feel overwhelmed. And the third disadvantage is also really easy, because if you implement gamification to your solutions, well, it's obvious that the effort that the developers and the designers have to do is bigger, and therefore the costs will automatically increase also. So let's come to the question of this video. Should you or should you not use gamification in your solution? And there is actually only one answer that I can give to that question, and that one is there is no right or wrong. What I can give you, however, is an approach on how you can solve that problem. Because if you create a design beam, which is a topic I will talk about in one of the next videos, a design beam, said very shortly, is a mixture of a persona, of a use context, and a mood board. And based on that one graphic, the design beam, you can easily make the decision whether you should integrate or not integrate gamification into your product, software, or service. The use context that is within the design beam will show you whether it's advisable or not. If you have a learning platform, for example, it is advisable to integrate gamification. If you have a banking platform, however, I would definitely not integrate gamification into that one. Also, you can take a look at the persona within the design beam. If the average user that you have is a younger person, then gamification is more likely to be considered useful. If you, however, have an elderly person, then gamification might be perceived as distracting, and therefore you should not use it in that case. But there's only one ideal solution, and that one is really easy. Because I would suggest that you should give the users the choice whether they want to use gamification or if they don't want to use it. Give them the option. If you want to show them the tutorial, show them a dialogue where they can decide whether they want to see it or whether they want to skip it. And also with collecting trophies or coins, you can give the users the chance to make a selection whether they want to collect them or if they don't want to collect them. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked that video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn the notifications bell on, and also hit the like button. And I'll see you on Tuesday.